If you're interested in seeing what a teacher's apartment looks like in South Korea, then stick around and I'll take you on a tour of mine. Hey everyone! So this video is going to be an apartment tour of how I'm living in Korea. A lot of people might be wondering what it's like to live in Korea as a teacher, and a lot of our family back home might be wondering how we're doing and how we're living. So I'm going to show you around and we can start at the beginning. We're at the end of the road of my school's main road, and behind me you can see the sign to my school. And now behind me, this is like the main road. There's not much here. So this right here behind this mirror is our bus stop where we catch the bus to town, and there's not much here, but if we follow this path we'll get to my school. Okay, we're inside. See, we're just outside. This is where we would come and change our shoes. There's my little cubby. So if I was wearing sneakers, but I'm not, I would put them in here. Oh, here are my sneakers. And I would put these shoes on to wear indoors. So this is the first floor. It's after hours, so no one's here. But we have our auditorium, and we have different classrooms. This is the city center. Looks like a city center. We have a library. Let's go to the second floor. So here's the second floor with actual classrooms. Here's an example of one classroom, and we don't have students this week, so all our desks are up. Here's a computer class. Here's the teacher's office, but the door is locked right now because it's after hours. So, okay, third floor. The building next door, which is the administration building, also has student dorms. We have overnight programs. That's where the girls would be. And they would come through here to go to class. Here's my Instagram door. So, looks like a big hallway. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, people are moving out, so there's stuff in the hallway. Okay, here's where we do laundry. Here we have a patio. Really nice. The mini gym. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I've been in here once. Yeah, I remember this place. This is Jillian's apartment, but she's leaving and it's all empty. Hi, Jillian. Hi. This is a single apartment. Also, Jillian's a fantastic cook. It smells great in here. So it's pretty spacious. Okay, single apartment. There's the view. Okay, she's packing. So it was super decorated, but now it's not. See, look what she made. Look what she made. Look what she made. All right, I'm gonna go to our apartment now. That was the point. Bye. Bye. So here we are finally. Let's go inside. Okay, Here's our little foyer, and you have to take off your shoes. Or your silpas. Take your silpas off. Alright, now when you enter, you are in our living room, dining room, kitchen, and office. Here is like our cooking station, microwave, and the blender should be here. It's in the sink. And we have this mini oven. Yeah, we have this mini oven, which is like a luxury in Korean apartments because most people don't have them. Koreans don't really use ovens like that. All right, that's better. And of course we have a rice cooker. So there's a door. Here is Eric's bathroom. Now we have 2 bathrooms. So this is Eric's. I don't know what it looks like. All right, we'll have a peek. I'll show you my bathroom. It's the same thing. Okay, this is our closets, cleaning supplies. And I really wish I could have shown y'all this apartment when we first came in. There was no color. There was no decoration. Everything was brown and bare. But I added a lot of stuff. So here's our couch. This is where we sit and do couch things. Oh, I added these decorations. Hold on, let me see. Ta-da! We added lights. We have a blue color scheme going on. I was trying to do a Carolina blue thing. That's what I got. That's what I came up with. Okay, over here we have our open pantry. Very exquisitely labeled. Here we get snacks, breakfast bars. We got a fun shelf up there in the corner. And over here, we don't really use this table because it's so tiny and we like to kind of eat with a spread. Also, the other chair is in the bedroom because I'm using it for my desk. So in Korea, you have to separate everything. All the recyclables and paper trash, and then food trash, food waste, you have to put in a separate place. And most of the teachers here, we put it in the freezer because it won't stink and go bad. So that's where we keep our food waste. We won't attract any bugs. Oh, here's a cute drawing a student did of all the teachers here. And we have to use hot plates. We don't really have a gas stove. I had one in my last apartment in Seoul. Some of our spices. This is really our spice drawer. It was organized. Okay, what else? Oh, this is Eric's desk. You see he does his music production here and his gaming. So yeah, this is Eric's corner. This is basically Eric's room. So now, here is the bedroom. So Julian's apartment is just one room. So it would just be this one room and a bed and the sink and oven, everything in one room, like a studio. But since we're a couple, we get a separate bedroom. See these little things here, that's where the stove and the sink would go if this was a single apartment. Here's my little corner. There's my closet over here. Here's a mirror. And the balcony. You can dry our clothes here. Our washers have dryers, which is also kind of a luxury in Korea, but they don't always dry that well and they really shrink your clothes. So we hang our clothes outside sometimes. You know, I got my little jewelry corner, my little jewels. Yeah, and here's my desk. It's my separate computer desk because as you can see, my desk is full of pens and makeup. Here's a bathroom. It's the same as Eric's. So in Korea, it's really popular to not have a separate shower area or a bathtub at all. It's a wet bathroom. And actually, I first saw these in Cameroon when I visited my family there. So by the time I came to Korea, I was pretty used to it and it makes things a lot easier to clean. Also, Korea has really hard water, so you gotta add these filters unless you want your skin to break out and your hair to fall out. Oh, also, Korea has bad pipes, so it's kind of gross, but you gotta throw your toilet paper in the trash. Yeah. Sometimes I flush, but like they really can't take it, and that's even worse than throwing your yucky tissue away. All right, and let's see. I'm gonna turn on some more lights. Okay, that helped a little. So here's our bedroom. Really spacious. Okay, so that was my apartment tour. I hope it helps you see how we're living and what apartments look like in Korea. Sometimes they're very different. I'm going to be posting more videos about life in Korea, how we're doing, how we're living. If you like the video, you want to see more, subscribe, and also tell me what you want to know about life in Korea, or what you thought you knew about life in Korea, and I can make videos about it and respond. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, so I rode my bike all the way up this hill to show y'all the view, and I'm still so tired. I'm gonna lay down for a minute, maybe 20.